probably heard before that one of the most powerful things you can do is to develop a strong mindset. But what does that mean and how do you do it? Today we're going to break this down. I'm going to teach you how to develop a strong mental model, what that is, and how to develop it. If you and I have not met yet, my name is Troy, and my goal is to help you 10x your results in life. The first thing I want you to look at is that your brain is a tool that you can actually develop. Think of it like a muscle. The reality is you can't be anything you can observe. So like right now I could observe this pin, my bracelets, my shirt. I am not those things because I could observe them, right? And so can you actually observe your thoughts? Well, yes, of course you can. If you've tried any like meditation or a little bit of quiet time, you know how like crazy the mind can be, all those thoughts racing by. But the reality is you're not those thoughts. You're the thing that observes those thoughts. So can we adjust our thought patterns and can we change the ideas, the insights, the thoughts that we connect with? I believe that you are actually more like this radio signal. Like here's you, which is a beautiful drawing of you right here. And you got this little antenna, beep, 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 beep. And you're picking up on different thought patterns, different ideas that are coming by. Like really like try this out. Like imagine you eat, or even do eat, right? Maybe some shitty food, you got a soda, some Dorito chips, you eat a big old fat cheeseburger, whatever it is, and your body's like, man, I'm lazy, or I feel tired, and guess what? That's the thought patterns that you're gonna pick up on. Like all the things around that. We should go lay down, we should turn the video games on. Like what's actually grabbing those thoughts? Like you're creating this kind of energy, right? And then pick it up on thoughts that support it. So can we actually raise our level of thoughts so that we pick up on better ideas, better insights? And you already know this, like one powerful idea, one powerful insight, one different perspective shift can change your destiny. And so I want to teach you how to do exactly that. The first thing we're going to look at is what's called the RAS system, the reticular activating system. And what that is your point of focus. And so it's actually part of your brain. You can look this up if you haven't heard about it already, but it's your point of focus. So it's like, I buy this shirt, right? Never seen this shirt before. All of a sudden I buy it. And anytime I go out and I see somebody else has that shirt, I'm like, damn, that guy's got my shirt on, right? Or you buy a new car. Never seen that car before. Now you're driving around and you pick up that car everywhere you go. It's because you have a new point of focus. It's your RAS system. But here's the deal. This RAS system can be powerful. It can help you see opportunities, the things, the beauty that's coming in your life. It can help you get more of it. Or it can be designed to see the things that aren't in your life or the things that go in wrong. Or if you're in a relationship, all the things wrong with your partner. But one of the things that we do is we can actually change this RAS system to pick up on new powerful insights. And as we pick up powerful insights, we see the positive, the momentum that's taking place in your life, you actually get more momentum. And so you're either in an upward spiral or a downward spiral. That's really important. And your RAS system has a ton to do with that. Upward spiral or downward spiral. And so what we can do is we change this like a record, right? Like imagine a record playing music. Right? It's just used to the same type of patterns. And so you have to scratch and develop a new one. And one of the quickest ways to do that I found is to write down 20 times a day, at least like things that are going well, whether it's your relationship or finances or your health, whatever. Those are kind of main areas of life, like things that are going well, what is working for you, why you can be successful in these areas. And your mind will start to look for that, but you have to train it. You have to develop it over time. If you don't want to do 20 times, another thing that's really cool that I've kind of implemented before here is the 3-6-9 method. 3 times in the morning, you write down new reframes, new RAS focus. At the middle of the day, you do it 6 times. At night, you do it 9 times. So 3, 6, 9. Think of this spiral energy that you're putting out there. That's the whole concept behind this, is you're putting this spiral type of energy out there. But that will help you to retrain your point of focus. And again, what you see is where your energy goes, right? And where energy goes, emotion flows, creativity grows, your reality changes through your point of focus. Now, to support your RAS, you have to have healthy reframes. If you're carrying a lot of trauma, right? Like, so if you've had financial loss or relationship loss, or your girlfriend broke up with you, whatever it is, your RAS is going to be oftentimes focused on that happening again and the avoidance of it. But when that's taking place, your foot is on the brake. Like you already know, like any of you guys who have maybe a girlfriend cheated on you, what's it like to try to get into a new relationship? Is your foot on the gas or is your foot on the brake? It's probably on the brake. You're looking out for all that could go wrong, right? Or like I had a lot of financial success and then massive failure at one point in my life. Like literally in my 20s, I built this massive business, had multiple locations, bought those locations, owned a condo on the golf course, drove a BMW, recession hits in 2009, lost everything. What do you think my point of focus was? And when I say everything, I mean everything, like walked out, car repossessed, all that shit, right? What do you think my point of focus was? It was stuck in fear for so many years. And I was stuck. I couldn't move forward because every time I tried to, my RAS was like, red alert, nope, look at all the stuff that could go wrong. I might have like positive, like 10 positive transactions take place in my business. Like maybe I got some new clients, someone paid something off, whatever it is, right? 10 positive things, there'd be one negative. Where do you think my RAS went? To the negative. I remember like actually buying something that was $100 as a product I had to buy, and it was the wrong product. I was like, oh my God, it felt like the end of the world. It felt like I just ripped up a lottery ticket. Like that's the intense energy I felt. So you might experience that in relationships, around your health, whatever it is. But what we have to do then is create new reframes. And so what I started to do with my situation was look at what actually was taking place. So when I took a step back and I looked at it, I'm like, all right, recession of 2009. I was in my 20s. I didn't even know what a recession was. Like I was moving in a positive direction. This unforeseen event took place. But one is, what can I own? Like what could I have changed? What could I have done differently? Because that's how we learn, that's how we get better. And there were certainly things. But two is, what is mine and what was actually outside of my control? And so much of it was outside of my control. Now the stories I told myself at the time were like, man, you suck. How could you do this? How could you let that happen? Negative RAS, right? But as I reframed them and was like, wait a second. Look at like how much courage you showed and what you stepped into and who you like became developed as a person and how many people you supported and helped throughout that experience, right? Like you would have never done that had you not stepped into that moment in life. And so that reframed the stories I told myself to like courage, and I was like, I had fortitude and all this other like energy that's very positive, right? And helped me like my RAS look at these things and go, wait a second, maybe that was a positive experience. Okay, Troy, maybe we can do something again, right? And I was able to open my next business up by having better reframes. Now, as that was taking place, we're developing our mental model here, I still had stuff come up, right? Like I said, I might have one negative financial event and it was like, oh my God, this is too much. But I created new running mantras to support me through those moments. And what that looks like is, like one around finances that I created was, money comes to me quickly, easily, and abundantly. And so anytime I'd have that moment where, again, I had 10 positives in a day, but the one negative, and I'd start to focus on the negative, I'd go, okay, money comes to me quickly, easily, and abundantly. Quickly, easily, and abundantly. And all of a sudden my RAS would start to shift to all the positive that was going on, that loosened my brain up. Again, going to that awesome drawing I drew earlier, helped me to pick up on better ideas, see all the success that was coming in, and that really elevated me again. And so the reality is, I believe this, like this mental model and getting those high vibrational thoughts, grabbing better ideas, is honestly more important than degrees, than information, all that kind of stuff. Like that's just static information. But if you can't actually grab higher level energy and execute on it, and have the belief, the inner understanding, and good positive reframes here and a good positive RAS focus, you're not going to be that successful in life. You're always going to have one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake, or maybe both feet on the brake, like I did at one point in life. But our goal is to get you just to put your foot on the gas, expand into life. But this is how you create a mental model, what it is, and just one version of how you can create these new positive like focus points. So I hope you found this helpful. I believe in you. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. That's why I make these videos, to help you out. This is stuff that has helped me in my life. I can't explain to you like how valuable this has been. Like I literally tell you, when I was like stuck, that stuck energy sucked, man. Like I remember what that felt like, and I'm not ever going to go to that place again. But the reason is because I have positive mental models that support me now. And so this is like a massive support system that you can carry around with you. Because listen, like life is going to be challenging. And since then, I've had other challenging moments. But my mental models have helped me navigate them in a much, much better way, to move through them much quicker, much easier. And I believe you can do that as well. So try this out, put it into practice. Again, this works like a muscle. It takes work. You got to develop it, but it's worth it. I've seen this in my own life. I've seen this with thousands of other people at this point that I've helped, and I want to see it work with you. Believe in you. Drop me a message in the comments. Let me know what you're working on, what areas maybe you're struggling with, how I can help you, and I look forward to seeing you in person someday. Until next time, peace.